Hey guys and gals, welcome back to another Pit Stop Scale Model Garage video. This is going to be part 5 of the USAC build. And in this video, I am going to show you how you can do the same exact procedure but get 2 different results. And again, it's my painting that is my nemesis. It's giving me a hard time. And so I'm going to show you what I'm talking about, and I'm not going to change anything because it's passable for me, but it was not show worthy. It's not even worthy for other people to see it, actually. But I guess I'm learning of use this with this, but don't use this with that, because this with that will fight. And I'm going to get down to the bench over there, and I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. So stay tuned, and then we switch over to the cameration, and we'll talk about it. Right back. Okay, guys. These are my 2 USAC models. This is the broken one, and this is the one I just did. I'm going to show you a difference in doing the same exact procedure, but getting 2 different results. Both of these were painted with Tamiya spray rattle cans, and they both were sprayed with Tamiya primer, and they both were sprayed with Rust-Oleum 2X Gloss Clear. Here's the first one. Isn't that is a really nice paint and reflection. However, this one, not so much. I mean, there's a gloss there, but if you look really close, and I don't know how close I can get you guys to see, but there are a bunch of micro, especially in the trunk deck, there's a bunch of micro cracks in there. And this car, I did not wet sand either car. This was just compound polish and wax, and then no, it was compound polish, clear coat. No polish on this. This has the extra step of the polish. And yeah, it's got a gloss to it, and it's not show worthy. But for me, I think I'm just going to let it go, and I just learned that, sometimes even though you use the same products, they have different results. I mentioned in number 4, in part number 4, that when I was doing the compound and the polish on this one, I said it's not going to shine up as good as this car. I even said it. I knew it because I knew when I was doing the compound and polish, it wasn't reacting the same way as this car did. So, I mean, I didn't use any sandpaper on this car, but there's like a whole bunch of scratches in there. I mean, yeah, the gloss looks okay, but it's not as good as that one. I'm sorry, but I guess, like I said, you live and you learn. I'm going to continue on this one, and one of these days I will fix this one. And I will rebuild this one, since I'm going to have all the parts anyhow. Would not waste a kit. I'll just go ahead and build a second one and have 2 of them. Anyhow, let's see what else. Enough of me rambling on. Let's see what else we can get into, and we'll be back in a little bit. Okay, boys and girls, welcome back to the bench. This is going to be part 5 update, and show you what I've accomplished so far. And I have a very, very big thank you to go to one of my subscribers in this video. So, as you can see, we'll start here at the bottom. I did blacken out the grill with some panel liner. I think that makes a lot of difference when you do that. It brings out all the little details. The radiator support, and shroud are all one piece now. And I did paint the outside black like I said I was going to do. Now, this car on the firewall, as you can see, I got the power booster, power brake booster, and the master cylinder painted. I used brass on the booster itself, and then natural steel on the bottom of, and aluminum for the cap. Excuse me. This hole right here is where a windshield wiper is supposed to go. I got two choices of what I'm going to do there. Either I'm going to take the coil, put the coil there, or I'm going to run my heater hoses into that hole so I don't have to drill another hole. If I do that, though, I will put a piece of plastic, styrene, on the backside so I can drill some holes to make the hoses fit a little bit better. The battery is kind of detailed. The reason for the green wire is so I can find the holes later on. But I did do a little bit of detailing on there, as well as my hand. You said that the cap's in yellow. I tried to do the hole down the best I could. So that'll work for me for now. The shoulder harness and the seat belt all painted up, ready to go into the car. If I decide to do this at this time, I have watched a video, and I don't remember who it is, and guys, please, my memory is shot. So if I watch a video today, I'll forget about it tomorrow. So, whoever it was, thank you for the idea, for the suggestion. I was thinking about where would I put the fuel filter and the fuel pump. Well, the person I watched, actually, and I never even thought about this, he put it down in there. You guys can see that down there. And that's where he put it. And that's a good idea. So, if I decide, and when I do, well, not if, but when I decide to do it, that's probably where I'm going to put it, because that's a logical place. It's easy for the mechanics to get at when the car's on a rack. So, yeah, that might just work. Now, the grill and the fan support and everything just fits right in there like that. Nice fit. I could also mount the coil up here where the horn is supposed to go and cover that hole with the coil, because my coil wire is long enough to reach there, which is probably a more logical place to put it. I just solved my own problems. Sorry about the rambling, guys. Alright, so, now, for the big thank you. One of my longtime subscribers on my other channel watched my last video, said to me, he made a comment to me that you could not put clear over wax or polish. And so I started to think about that, and I'm saying to myself, well, I did both cars exactly the same. Why did one come out different than the other? Anyhow, what I did is I took his comment to heart, and I did this morning wet sand the entire car, and this is the result that I got. That is just a compound. But what I'm not happy about is, let me see, let me back this out a little. What I'm not happy about is the inconsistency of the paint on here. And I did take care of the defect on the drip rail, and I kind of sanded down this little hump that was right here. And this fender is messed up. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to wet sand this again, and I'm going to give it a third coat of paint, and hopefully the paint will come out a little bit more even. But Jimmy Tedesco, thank you so much for that little input, because this made a big difference on just the compound, paint and compound. That looks great. So, like I said, what I'm going to do is I'm going to head and wet sand the entire car again, uh, get it ready for paint, and I will paint the entire car one more time. Hopefully, third time will be the charm. Anyhow, I'm going to pause this video now, and I'll be back in a little bit. Okay, boys and girls, welcome back to the bench. Alright, we're going to give you an update on what's going on here. The interior is completely done. And I had mentioned way back in one of my videos on this that there was no brake, clutch, and accelerator pedal for this car. Well, because I had bought a second kit, I did get a brake and clutch and gas pedal, as you can see, and they're painted in rubber black. Gear shift knobs painted in white. Seat belts, those are actually for a Corvette, and the shoulder harnesses are a bit shorter. But hey, you know what? They look good like that. Who's going to see it when it's in the car anyhow? Alright, next on the agenda is, I mentioned I had knocked one of the exhausts off here in the last video, I think. So what I did was I took them both off and I drilled holes where the pins are and secured them that way. Yeah, it was poor design that they didn't give you a couple of holes right there. And I think there's still a sway bar that needs to go in here. I'll have to look at the parts and see what's going on with that. Alright, so finally, finally, I think I'm on the right path for the color on this car. Now, it has a couple of screw-ups on it, but I'm not going to change them, only because, I don't know, maybe I will, maybe I won't. We'll see. Anyhow, this is third paint job. And what I did was, with the paint that's under this, is I sanded it all down, got it down to the paint, and then repainted the car. And I think that it came out really, really nice. I have not done anything to this. No polish, no compound, no clear coat, no anything. So, with all of that being said, I think 2 more videos, maybe even the next video, might be the reveal on this car. So with all that being said, I hope you guys and gals enjoyed this video. And as always, your questions, comments, input, subs, shares, and likes are always welcome. For now, that's all, folks. Pit Stop Scale Model Garage out for now. Bye.